Alrighty, hello everyone. It's been a while since I've done a SSO training stream, and on Wednesdays I'm going to start up, since I'm feeling a lot better now, every Wednesday we are going to be doing at least a stream every Wednesday now. But, let's let everybody filter in for a second. Hello, Silent. Real quick, let me say hi to Spider. So Spider's not able to be on call. Oh no, look at that. Honeyvon already told me that audio is fine, so that's good. But Spider, she technically is going to be training, except she's going to be training kind of on her own while she's on, and I'm going to be chatting with her. She knows I'm streaming, she knows that people are going to be able to see the chat, so. But, without any further ado, I am here training, and the way I have my new TV screen, until I can actually get a, what's the word for it? Monitor. This is what we're gonna have to do. It blocks out some stuff, but at least you guys can see a good chunk of everything. But we are training Coco here, my Lusitano. And I am planning, before this stream ends, and I don't think it's gonna end, but before it ends, I'm going to be doing the race at Riding Hall. Now, Riding Hall's not that far. I did a little bit of training. I did Starshine and Furgrove this morning, but I literally just have to do up to here. It won't take me that long to get up to Riding Hall. Don't know how long the stream's gonna go for today. I am planning no longer than 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, so, but yeah, I have music going, all that good stuff. Wait, wasn't there trash already? No, I don't think so, we're good. Oh my god, horse running into everything. Alright, so I do want to train more, and I do want to get back into my routine that I normally do. The random streams plus at least a stream on Wednesday, if not a stream at all the week. But yeah. Kind of one of those things where I have more than just SSO game-wise that I'm working on. I have, and you guys should be able to hear SSO sounds. I have it on, but I might as well put the chat up on my phone, so if you guys say anything, I can see it. Give me just a second. I am planning to get my whole routine done today, but if I can't, that's okay. I want to at least get up to the race. And I am planning to finish the series. It's just, they're gonna be slow, because I've got a lot of series. There we go. Now I can see the chat on my phone if you guys want to chat. River would be here, but she's at work. Oh, New info on my SSO YouTube streams. I am no longer on Snowflake Meadow. I am now on Stormy Pear. So if you want to train with me, you're going to need to either already be on Stormy Pear or move. Hello, casual cows. Oop, I'm looking at the chat. Hang on. Hello, casual cows and random. I don't know, you might be. I don't really normally have a big amount of people chatting in my videos. Normally just a few. And I also got some shortcuts I could show you guys. I legit went on my accounts that could do this race. And, along with my main. And I found some shortcuts in that race. So. Yeah, Spider. Or not Spider. Why did I say Spider? Silent, who is Sabina Musterlin, normally just kind of, she chats every now and then, but she just hangs out. And if that's her preference, then I don't mind at all. I love getting angles when I jump. I also love this bridle on him. I just had to put him in brown tack. I just couldn't figure out what other color to put him in until I saw the gold, like, red saddle pad, and I'm like, yep, that's the one. I don't believe so. I know Stormy Pear is a US server. I need to pay for my VPN. But, the only other accounts I have is in Georgia, France, and I think like 2 or 3 other places. I think I do have a UK one, it's just, I can't get on it because I don't have, my VPN right now. Once I get my VPN, I might be able to get back on it more. Oh, and there's Random joining us. No trash. Wait, we started him. I know he started him at level 10. I don't think he's going to get up to 15, but maybe 14. Oh, we missed a champ. I just realized we could have done a champ. What's cringy? I think all channels, especially over time as you get older, and then you start looking at your older content, it's always cringy. And I'm not saying your channel is cringy, I'm just saying you could be looking back and because it's yourself, it could be cringy to you. But to others, it's not so much. There are things I do that I think are cringy, but I mean, if people don't like my cringiness, then they can just leave. I started streaming. Like, I originally wanted to do videos, but my editing software just doesn't allow me to, and it takes forever. And it doesn't allow me to do the stuff I want to do. so I'm hoping in the future I can get a better editing software. But I figured I really enjoy doing streams, so I've been streaming for about a year now, I think a little over a year. Because I don't have to edit the videos other than make the thumbnail and make sure everything's a-okay. This might sound funny, and I think I mentioned it in my videos before, but I use photo mode on my Google Photos video editor. And I wish I could put like multiple chat bubbles up in one clip, but with like one, I can only speed up the video so much. I can't do like a specific time, specific speed down or slow down. Guessing it was the Valedale champ. That would have been perfect. Here we go. We got a random. Oh, I got pinged. I think CapCut's free. I might look into it. Alright. It is free? Yeah, then I'll definitely look into it, see if it'll be something I'd enjoy. Okay. Let's introduce. Yeah, I actually made the decision to move servers, not just because I wanted to get away from Snowflake Meadow and how popular it was. Because that, yes, that was one of the reasons. Snowflake Meadow is really popular. I'm guessing she's gonna join. Or she's just gonna hang out, one of the two. But, yeah, she's joining. Why am I going this way? But, I have two friends here that I'm kind of having a difficult time moving over every weekend to hang out with them. So I asked my friends, my majority friends that I hang out with on SSO, and see if they could move servers to Stormy Pear. And they did. Oh, it's over here. Okay. I don't know if I've said this on my YouTube channel on streams before, but Casual Cows, you actually reminded me of something that happened. And this was like way beginning, first when I made this account and everything. No sponsor, but there are VPNs you can look into, and they allow you to switch to different countries and stuff, and places around the world, and you can make an account in those servers. I'm saying I'm not sponsoring it, because I'm not a person on YouTube that sponsors stuff quite yet. Plus, sponsor would have to be really good in order for me to actually do it. They can't just expect me to sponsor them randomly. I would have to test out their stuff and see if it's like legit and a good sponsor. Yeah, VPNs, there's a variety of them, so do your research on what ones are safe or not. But, most of them cost money, some are free. I don't use the free ones. I'm trying to save up to purchase my own, but, the VPN, like, similar to switching states and stuff to be able to watch different shows and everything else, you could switch areas. Like, you could go and switch over to, this is the only way I can explain it. You could tell me what it means if you know. But like the Arabic places, you could, where the Arabic people live, I don't know what it's called, but you can move there and make servers down that way. You can move to the US area and you can make servers in the US and you could join them. Now you can't do the same account, but you can make a completely new account. Alright, let me tell her that we're... I'm just trying to make sure random knows. Well, I moved to here because, one, it's not as popular, or not as crowded, and my two really good friends are on here that I go riding with. Are we going to close the Pandoric Rift or save the corrupted horse? Pick. But not really a big story, but something funny. The reason why I'm called Sign Hey Heaven, I was actually meant to be called Allison Hey Heaven. That was originally supposed to be my SSO name, but I think I accidentally misclicked and it ended up being Sign instead, and I didn't like double check because I was like 13 and didn't care. So let's do the Rift. Actually, this should get me to level 12. Eastern Epona, we are going to be trailering to Wolfhallen. Dream Club? You have to be more specific on that one, because, yes, I have a club, but currently I'm trying to get up and running, but right now, my club is just, and you didn't see it, but I did quotes with my fingers. My club is more of a area for my friends and stuff to be in, to keep from being invited to random clubs and shit. A dressage club, okay. Oh, so this is gonna be, and I'm gonna let anybody know, if you watch this video and you run a dressage club and you don't choose to run it this way, that's your choice. I'm just gonna say my personal opinion on how, one, I would run a dressage club, and two, things I've seen, because I've actually been in quite a few dressage clubs. I know the whole triple curl thing, like walk curl. That was a little late. Trot curl. And canter curl, all that good stuff. You can join my club random, it's just more of an area that we're not really going to be doing anything. It's just going to keep people from inviting you to random clubs. If you want to, that's up to you. Casual Cows would open up a conversation, that's for sure. But yeah, I've been in quite a few good, bad, and meh clubs. So, invite to riding club. Oh, these are easy as long as my horse behaves. I think anybody that is like joins clubs at some point in their life, and I'm going to be paying a little bit more attention to this in the chat, so if I'm a little late on your response, please don't mind it. But, when it comes to, oh my god, my horse is being a pain. I hate that sometimes that flash, go, or not, that flash like takes forever, or goes away in no time. Hate it. Actually, you can list them off one by one, the things that you want to talk about, club-wise, and I can give you my personal opinion. I actually have Now, I'm not going to specify names, because I've said names before, but I'm going to stop doing that. But these clubs, I will let you know, if you know what club I'm talking about, if you've been watching my videos, then I'm just going to say this now. This is not in any way to go after this club if it's still running, because this has been years. It has literally been 2 or 3 years since I've actually been in a dressage club. That's... yeah. I would like to join one again, but they're a little normally too demanding. In the terrible club once, where my owners pretended to be my friends, but then kicked me out for claiming I was a bully months later. They made me meet them somewhere and told them how terrible I was. And told me how terrible I was. And that I didn't deserve to be alive and stuff. Okay, so... I'm gonna return to the paddock. Something similar happened to me, and I'm sorry, random. When people say that kind of stuff, like to unalive yourself and everything else, don't listen to them. They just want to put blame on somebody other than themselves. So, you know what your life is, you know what you're going through, they don't. So just keep that in mind. They don't know what you're going through, and you don't need to tell them what you're going through. Just because somebody else doesn't think you should be alive doesn't mean you should unalive yourself. Prove them wrong, and be better. Be better than them staying alive. Alright, we are going to New Hill. It's not that I don't trust clubs. I want to say that, but that's not the thing. The main reason why I don't join clubs anymore, just in general, if I join a club, this is why, I'll show you guys here, because it doesn't matter. It's just friends and stuff in here. And you've seen some of them before, but this is my second account. This is run by my second account, so that way I don't accidentally get rid of this account and constantly remake it. This club. And my club's name is literally, I believe, Dark Wings Riders. So. And the only reason why I would leave my club that I'm in right now and run it on my second account instead of my main is if it was like a chill club that a friend wanted me to join in or something. I only join clubs if they're chill, and I haven't joined a club for at least 2 to 3 years now. Wait, why am I doing the race? We need to head over to Sunset. And I'm like zoning out because I'm trying to talk. But I would say I've had a few, but my worst experience in a club, and I'm not going to specify their name or who they were, but I've said it on my channel before, I have autism, Asperger's, and a lot of people don't even know I have it until I tell them, because I'm very good at masking it. Because I don't like it. I don't like my autism most of the time, because it's just been causing me more bad than good. But over time, I've learned to mask it a little bit less and been more willing to say I have autism. And, okay, this is going to be a bit difficult, so I will continue this chat once I get this horse done. Because these are a pain in the ass to do if I'm trying to focus on 2 things at once. Like that. He's trying his best to keep up with this damn horse. At least it's the pulsating lightning and not, like... or lightning waves, I should call them now. That's probably what they were originally called instead of pulsating lightning. But, it's just difficult sometimes to keep up with these horses because they tight churn. Where are you going? Oh, yep. You will be my friend. No! You will be my friend. No! God. SSO, fix this, please. Like, their tight turns are just crazy. Good thing we have plenty of time to calm the horse down. I have to keep switching between gates. You tried. You tried, motherfucker. Come on. Oh yeah, Silent of mine is an old friend of mine. She also has autism, Asperger's. Now, she is actually a prime example of the fact that autism's different in everybody. I've told people I'm autistic with Asperger's, and they automatically assume how they have to treat me, how they have to deal with me, and everything. And I'm sure Silent gets that too, but Silent is so completely different on how she deals with her autism and everything else than I am. So, just because somebody has a particular autism, it goes back into that every person is their own person. Oh yeah, we'll do the switch lanes first. So, just because somebody has a disability does not mean that you should treat them a certain way. Talk to the person, let them know how they would like to be treated. And that's how you help them out more. But going back to the little story, this club, because I was autistic, and back in the day, this was years ago. I think this was around when I was around the age of like 15 to 18. This was years ago. But I was in this club for at least 2 to 3 years, because in the beginning they weren't this freaking drama-filled and pointy-finger favoritism type club. They were actually really nice. And I actually got, not close with the owner, but we had a pretty good friendship going. Even me, her, and her co-owner, which was her girlfriend, I don't know if they're still together, but back then I had a lot of trouble, and I still have trouble with it today, just not nearly to the extent of expressing myself. Or when somebody puts the blame on me and I'm trying to tell them that it wasn't my fault or I didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, Silent knows who I'm talking about. I believe she was in the club too. Don't say the name of the person, the club, anything like that, Silent. But, because of my autism, they noticed how hard it is for me to communicate. And even when people didn't come to me to blame me for stuff, they just kind of came to me to confront me on things. I would stutter a lot. I would get nervous. I would get just overwhelmed, everything else, because I didn't know how to react. I didn't know how to tell them it wasn't me or anything like that without them thinking it was me or wasn't. So, and I've gotten better at it thanks to my fiance. He's helping me with it, but I'm also not very good at reading, not verbal, body cues. There are some body cues that I take certain ways, but they're completely different to somebody else. So, when it came to my autism, it was just a big struggle for me to learn how to communicate properly. And I think everybody still struggles to communicate sometimes with certain things, but I actually sometimes need somebody to tell me how they're feeling or confirm whether or not they're upset or how to say something in a situation. That's why I've gotten so close with Spider. There have been times where she's kind of went like, hey, maybe you shouldn't have done this way. Next time, maybe just try it this way. This is what I would recommend. She's really sweet, and she takes my autism into account a lot of the time, and that's really important to me, because I don't meet very many friends that actually do that so well. She's surprisingly good on getting me how to, what's the word for it? She's really good on teaching me how to communicate properly. And I think since I've been friends with her, my communication has gotten better. But, back then, because of how bad I was, they started using that to their advantage and started blaming shit on me or putting me into situations where I couldn't get out of. It got to the point, and they constantly, and they probably still do that. But, by the way, Casual Cows, the links don't send. If you put a link in the chat, it didn't put in. Randoms tried doing that before, sending photo links and stuff. It doesn't work for some weird reason. I don't see the links that you guys put, if you put any links in the chat. And I don't know why. Maybe it's a YouTube thing. Or maybe I need a certain amount of subscribers or views to get it. I don't know. But, I can look at your channel, just tell me what the YouTube's name is, the YouTube video's name is, and I'll take a look at that. If I don't get forgetful and forget. But, they would start confronting me on stuff that wasn't my fault, because other people in the club would blame stuff on me because they knew I couldn't properly defend myself at the time. And I'll admit, like Casual Cows, and I will read that message fully in a second, but I had not severe anger issues, but I had anger issues. And when I was overwhelmed, my anger would get tenfold, and that would happen in the club because people put the blame on me, and I would literally be sitting there like, what the fuck? Me now, if people did that, I would have honestly just left the club. Right away, the first signs of it happening, I would have just left. Went like, you know what, if you're gonna put the blame on me for shit I didn't do, I'm not gonna be here. So, me now would have handled it a lot better than me back then. Okay, I'll remember that. Luckily, these videos save, so I can come and look back at the chats and stuff whenever I need to look at stuff. But, let me... Like sometimes when I'm wrong, I say other people. Alright. So when it comes, I can give you recommendations on how to help your anger. But coming from somebody with anger problems, I can tell you it's different for everyone. Everybody has a different way of coping, a different way of calming down. And, I don't know if anybody else felt this way. Oh, and if you can hear me, she should be able to hear me before we get to the race. In the stream random, we're heading over to the observatory. But just find something that makes you happy. Or find, like, when you get annoyed at a game, what normally keeps you from, like, punching your computer screen or slamming your keyboard or your mouse or whatever. Just kind of talk to yourself, and it sounds weird and it sounds cringy and shit like that, but it helps. Ask yourself, what can calm me down right now, and try it. If it doesn't work, try something else. There are thousands upon thousands of ways to calm yourself down when you're mad. Now sometimes it gets pushed a little too far, but at first it's hard, and as you get going and you practice not getting mad at things, surprisingly enough, it gets easier. That I understand. I've had people tell me that it's so simple to calm down my anger, and why am I struggling, especially in the early stages of me going into SSO dressage clubs. Because I'll admit, in the beginning, I was drama-filled, but I wasn't the person going after people on purpose just because I wanted to pick a fight. It was more of a, they said something about me, and I would go and be a bitch to them. because they said something about me. I was a bitch back then. But when you have adrenaline going, and when you're mad, you're shaking, your speech is stuttered, and everything else, it makes it so hard to calm down, because you want to say something. You want them so bad to get where you're coming from or listen to you, but you don't know how else or any other way to express yourself other than anger. Doesn't excuse the fact that you should work on your anger, but I understand that because that's how I felt. And I still feel that way at times. But I've learned that when I start getting that adrenaline and everything else, I either have my fiance or a friend of mine talk for me at that point, because I know if I talk past that, it's going to be out of anger or fear or whatever, and I'm not going to be able to talk straight or think straight. But if they can't do it, I will remove myself from the situation, calm myself down, and then I will try to talk later. And removing yourself when you're already mad is really difficult. Especially when the person won't allow you to remove yourself, so you have to forcefully remove yourself. Well, you've only been doing YouTube for 3 weeks. My recommendation, start small. You've probably heard this with tons of other YouTubers and stuff, but it's true. Start small. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't think you have to post up a video every day. With me, I thought I was doing streams, and you can ask Random. Random was there. I was doing at least 2 streams a week. And then it got to the point where life started to be like, hey, no, you can't do that anymore. Because I couldn't do them on time anymore. So I ended up at least trying to do Wednesdays, which is what I currently have. So I'm trying to at least do a stream anywhere between the afternoon and evening on Wednesdays. Oh, okay. See you later, Casual Cows. I will continue talking about clubs and stuff, so come back to this video at a later time to watch that. I'll see you guys in the next one whenever you decide to come back. Bye bye. I never even paid attention to Mario's outfit. I said bye. Hopefully you can still hear me and my mic's not cutting out. Bye. I will subscribe. Alright. Oh yeah, I never even noticed. I mean, excluding the scarf, his outfit is something I would just slap on real quick and walk out the door with. Alright. On this Wednesday, I don't know if I'm going to be streaming. I will let you guys know. This is why I'm doing this, is so stream now and not on Wednesday. But, brain fart. My family, for my birthday, because we couldn't do it the 2 weeks before, and I won't be surprised if we can't do it now. If we can't do it this week, then I'll probably stream, but I'm going to be going to a buffet on Wednesday, and I don't know when I'm going or how long I'm going to be there. Now, of course, I'm not going to be there for hours on end. I'm just going to eat my full and then leave, but there might be a stream on Wednesday, might not. It all depends on how this week's Wednesday goes. That's why I'm giving you guys a stream right now. Oh my god, championship. We're running with them. We're just gonna pretend we're doing the champ. Shh, they'll never know. I think they'll know once I'm suddenly stopping in the middle of everything. Oh, no, they should all get past. Everybody's like racing Lusitanos and Indies and stuff. Oh, look at Morgan! Thank you for the sub, Casual Cows. She'll probably see this. She or he will probably see this later on. But back to the little bit of the story. They would put blame on me a lot of the time, to the point where a lot of people actually started believing that I was the bitch I was because of the way I would react. That usual thing that you hear if somebody, and I say it too to Spider sometimes, but also I've learned that it also depends on the situation. But people, when they go after you, if you react in a defensive way or a negative way, that normally means you're guilty of what you did. And if you're very nonchalant about it, it's a good way of saying that you didn't do it, because you're not worrying about it. But because of the way I didn't know how to communicate, I would get defensive every single time and say that I didn't do it because I didn't do it. And because of the way I got defensive, everybody went like, she would be acting this way if she didn't do anything wrong. In all reality, it was my autism and my anxiety and a combination of things that caused me to react that way. And I wanted people to know really bad that it just wasn't my fault. Oh wow. I guess he just felt like lazily jumping that one. Next championship we'll do. But it eventually got to the point where they just wouldn't stop, and they just made me out to be this terrible person. So I didn't want to leave because they were originally a good club, and I wanted so bad to prove that I wasn't the person that they were making me out to be. But it got to the point where my friends and my fiance and everything said that this wasn't good for my mental health, so I just better leave. And I'll admit, after I left, I was a lot happier. I did end up joining them back, I think, about a few months later, because they said that they got better and they changed their club name. And everything, they weren't as drama-filled. But when I joined back, instantly, the co-owner, which she had some kind of vendetta against me, like crazy vendetta. The actual owner, she would actually be like, hey, it's okay, and try to not really defend me, but keep her from doing anything, calm her down, because this co-owner would literally want to go after me. In practice, she had to keep saying, no, don't do it, it's okay, don't do it. And who wants to go to a dressage practice with that in mind? So I just ended up leaving again, like, clearly you guys still don't want me here, so yeah, bye. And yes, I had a few other bad clubs since then. The first club that I joined and left, I will admit, yes, they were doing things that I wasn't comfortable with. And I wish they would have done a majority vote, because I would have voted no. But they were trying to find ways to make their players more active on Discord, and I was that person that I would be active on SSO. I would get on during practices. I would do all that good stuff. But I wouldn't really talk in the Discord. I kept to myself a lot. And, they had this, like, system where you had to talk to people and get up to a certain level. And you couldn't do, like, a spam thing or anything like that. You actually had to legit communicate with people to get up to a certain level by the week, and if you didn't get up to that level, you would get a warning. And if you continue to not go up in that level or speak, you would get kicked from the club. I continued not to talk, and I told him I wasn't comfortable with it. And I got a warning. Now, the person that gave me the warning, I don't know what's going on with them now, but back then they were a really nice person, and this is not going after them, because they were only doing their job and giving me the warning that the server rules had. But I ended up, and this was my fault, I'm not an angel at all, so I did end up snapping, and I didn't tell them to go kill themselves. I don't do that. That's not a me thing to do. I've been told to go kill myself. I've been bullied in more ways than one. So I know better than to say that kind of stuff. But I did end up snapping at the owner a little bit and said, I don't like this rule. This is not fair. You're a terrible owner. And I think that was the extent of what I said. And now if I went back, I just would have told her, hey, I get you're trying to get people to communicate, but I'm gonna go because I don't like being forced to communicate with people. If you want to keep this a rule, go ahead, but I'm gonna leave because I'm not comfortable with this. But that was the first club that I joined and left, dressage-wise. I can't remember every single club I joined. Now, this wasn't specifically a dressage club, but this was an all-around club. We had things that we had. They weren't strict. I joined them originally to take a break from dressage clubs because I was tired of having to deal with this shit. So they were just a chill club that you could go hang out with everybody. They had little events during the week, like a jumping event and everything else that you could choose whether or not you could go join. And eventually somebody in particular joined the club, and that all changed. By the way, okay, nope, I'm going the wrong way. But this girl ended up changing the owner's perspective on a lot of things, and shows you how much one person can entirely change somebody. That's why you have to be careful who you hang around. I like to surround myself around good friends that are patient with me. And when I say patient, I don't mean I'm sensitive or anything like that. Don't treat me like I'm a baby. If you want to tell me to fuck off, tell me to fuck off. That's my personality. I'd rather you tell me that than completely fucking ignore me. So, she ended up changing her opinion on a lot of things, and she ended up changing the club. And the club became from a chill club to a strict event club. And they had jumping practice events. I don't know whether or not they called them events or practices. Personally, I would have called them events. They had jumping events or jumping lessons. They had racing lessons, dressage. They had a variety. And when it came to me joining all this stuff, I did join them for a little bit. And I was willing to be like, okay, I'll try this out. This is not just a dressage club. I'll try it out, see how it goes. And what finally signed me in, or not signed me in. What's the word for it? What finally did me in, I think that's the word in the sentence for it, is, I'm trying to make sure Random's not still doing the race. So we'll just kind of wait here for a few seconds. Unless she had to go. Oh, they're doing the champ. Okay. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna go. Since they're doing the championship, I'm comfortable still training right now, so I'm gonna continue. Because I'm not just gonna sit here for 15 minutes. What was I looking at? No. Leave. Oh no, shit, she's still here. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing the champ. Next champ is Moreland. Okay. Be there. Oh my god. Ugh. Didn't do that turn right at all. But they ended up, we did a race, and this was when I was starting to get into doing top times and races and beating my own time. Because I started it off, and if you're a person that was about it and you don't know if you should do it, recommendation, try and compete up against yourself. Don't compete up against all the other people yet. Start competing up against yourself. And once you start getting better at it, that's when you can start, like, setting yourself goals to compete up against other people. But, it was the Valedale Lake race. And I ended up, getting a really good time on it.
Almost on top of us.
Okay. So hopefully I'll be able to do the race before I have to go. But brain fart. When I think it wasn't I got the best of the best time. I think I beat everybody in the club. And the club owner was very prideful of her times and stuff. She was really good at doing the races. And I beat her. And I'm like, yes. And I told him this. And they got on and asked me how I did the race. I showed them how I did it. And they started doing the race. And we started doing it over and over. Kind of competing up against each other. And I knew they would eventually beat me. And that's not the part that upset me. When it came to the doing the race over and over and getting the good times, they ended up finding their own shortcuts. But they ended up beating me. But instead of telling me, they did their little giggles, mumbled a few things to each other, and I'm sitting there like, what? Did you beat me? What's going on? Because I was confused and trying to figure out what was going on. What did they do? They ended up giggling, leaving call on Discord, and running off. And that's where I went to look and saw that they beat me in the race. And it's not even, when they beat me in the race, that's not the part that upset me. Because I knew that was their goal. But the way that they just left was very upsetting. Because just tell me. Or if you're going to leave like that, come back and be like, hey, we were just joking. But they didn't do that. They just completely left. And I actually ended up leaving the club because of that. And they thought I left because I got mad that they beat me. I left because I was upset of the way they made me aware of it, I guess. I don't know how to word it, but just the way they did it made me upset. Hi Jane, it's been a while since you've been in a stream. Let me check the time. Okay. Been a long time. Yeah, I'm gonna start randomly doing streams, since it's been a while. I'll let you know. I'll at least do streams and try to do them on Wednesdays, anytime between 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time and 8 p.m. I know it's a long gap, but it's like, I can't really give you guys an exact time. And life's okay. It could be better. I'm making the most out of it every day I can. How's life going for you? And I'm gonna have to pull up lightning maps and keep an eye on the storm coming in. I'm gonna try to do the race and the chant before I end up leaving stream. But if it comes down to it, I will do another stream. And that stream probably won't nearly last as long as this one. It'll maybe only be like an hour or something. Depending on what time the storm ends and stuff. It's very, I wouldn't say it's, well, it is warm. It's hot here. But it's very that humid hot. So it's wet. And just uncomfortable. Okay, is she gonna follow? Alright, we got about 10 minutes. We're good. Give me just a second. Playback speed. Alright. Warrior Maiden! Hi! I am planning for the stream to go longer. I'm just saying. At least, if the storm hits, I'm going to try to at least do that stuff for you. But I am planning to stream longer. Because it's been a while since I've done an SSO stream. Google Lightning Maps. Yeah, it's starting to get close, but I don't think it's close enough to where I have to unplug quite yet. Alright. Yeah, I guess it's hot for everybody. I'm glad it's just not just me. Because it wasn't nearly as hot as it was today, but it was still hot. Ooh, trash. Let's hope this storm will give me just 10 minutes. There we go, there she is. Of course, being a pain. Next. We're going to do these 3 races, and then we'll do the race. I have some shortcuts that you guys could use. And I think it's actually easier to do these shortcuts with Lusitano, because they're a lot more... 1, they're more slender, which is an easier horse for me to work with. And 2... Oh, I didn't even notice I got him up to level 12. I'll give him his treat later. But, they're smaller, if that makes sense. So it's easier to do the churns and stuff with them. I think that was the Moreland Champ notification. Yep. Ah. I can't imagine. Honestly, I'd rather have dry heat than humid heat, though. I said human, didn't I? Humid. There we go. The humid, which makes your body all sticky and wet, along with the sweat and everything else, is just terrible here. Makes you want to stay inside for the rest of your life. don't know where random went. So I know I'll at least get him up to level 13 today, so that'll be nice. It's a lot more quiet. I would put on more music, but because I might be heading off here in a bit, I don't want to put on music if I'm just going to be stopping it like 5 minutes later. Alright, so now you guys get to see the race. I'm letting you know now, one last time. I got a few shortcuts. There's probably way more that I don't know about that other people came up with. But, yeah. I'm going to go grab my champ horse. Alright, that's fine. I'm going to be heading over to the champ, like, either after this race or another one. That's the best of what I know, shortcut-wise. Now, of course, do that stuff a little bit tighter, because I do them, but not nearly to the extent of what I do if I was to do it with a maxed horse, so. It is about 5 minutes before the champ. Can we do one more? I think we can go do a few more. We can go do Jasper, and then we'll head over to the champ. Let me check lightning maps. Just kind of glance over. Oh yeah, it's starting to hit us, so let's hope that the storm will give me 5 minutes. No, I got time for more than that. I got 5 minutes. I can do 2 of these races in 3 minutes. And it only takes me like 30 seconds at most to use the trailer. I'm good. Watch. You'll see. Sorry, I'm like focused right now. Oh, okay, that works. That was new, but that works. Oh my god. Messed up a little bit. Vision went blurry for a second. that checkpoint could be so finicky, so I have to make sure I'm a good way into the side of it. Okay, he's feeling a lot more bouncy on this race. I mean, I'd rather have bouncy than running into everything and being a pain in the butt. That was my fault. There we go. Now we can head over. I would say fucking do the forest race, but we're not gonna do that much of a risk today. Let's go to... We're going to Moreland, I believe. There we go. Beep, beep. I'm gonna eat a Skittle. I want a Skittle. Where's a Skittle? Skittle. Yum. Now, everybody loads in. Yep. Surprisingly, not as crowded. Have to remember, though, I'm on, Stormy Pear now. If this was Snowflake, this whole place would basically be covered. Our horse's name is Robin. Love random's horse's name. Robin. Yeah, can't type. Yeah. What am I doing? There we go. Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, this is small. And this is like the evening time where a lot of the kids and stuff are on and everything else, so. But I am on Stormy Pear, which clearly is drastically different than Snowflake right now. Aww. When I think of Robin, I think of the Batman sidekick, because I've been watching a lot of Batman. Do we have any Pentabians that are going to be overpowered? Doesn't look like we're going to have any Pentabians. Yay! That makes me really happy. Alright. Yeah. Why do you think I made a few videos back, and I'm going to try to focus while I talk, a few videos back, if you go and watch, I have a powerful or overpowered Pentabians, showing how many times I did champs and a Pentabian kicked my ass. Or just won. Even not one that beat me, one that just generally won. If you have a Pentabian, especially a max Pentabian, in your champ group, you're pretty much already accepting the fact that you're going to lose. It's really hard to beat them, and I'd rather get beaten by a non-Pentabian than a Pentabian. Yep. Oh my god. Oh my god, thank you for the wide turn there, bud. Let me guess. You're stuck. Come on, at least get across the finish line. Don't know if you saw that, but he went wide on that one. Good thing I'm only doing this champ to train him. Could have gotten second place, though, and that would have been a nice ribbon I could have sold for money. Oh well. Maybe somebody will mess up and I'll get lucky. You never know. No, looks like I'm gonna get fourth place. Maybe? Maybe? Yes! Sorry to the person that just fucked up. I feel bad now. If she wouldn't have ran into that pole, she would have gotten it. A lot of the time when I train, it's a horse that, or when I do champs, it's a horse I need to train. So if I was doing it with maxed horses, I would have a better chance. But since I found out that you can get 250 XP for doing champs, I do champs a lot more now. And I also do them for the XP. Thank you, Warrior Maiden. God, if he didn't do such a wide turn, I would have probably gotten second. Okay, we'll chat for a few while I check the maps. It says that it's right over us. But I haven't like heard any thunder or anything like that. Oh my god. A whole ton just hit at once. So yeah, we're probably gonna have to get off here soon if that's what's coming for us. So I maybe got a few minutes to chat. Damn. I thought it wasn't that bad until I just saw like over 10 hit at once. Holy crap. Alright. But since I did end up getting to do the race and the champ, this is probably going to be the only stream for today. I don't know if I'm streaming on Wednesday. It honestly just depends. Keep an eye out. Bye, Silent. Thank you for the good luck. Do you guys like these freaking leg wraps? I don't think they look good. And these are the darker ones I could find that actually fit. Actually, I did the math with the champs. Without the champs, you get around 14,000 XP every day if you do all the races. But with the champs, you get around 16 if you do at least every champ once. Excluding the pony champ, because I'm not going to include that when you most of the time aren't riding a pony all the time. But yeah. You can get up to 16,000 XP every day. I have dedication, but not that much. Oh yeah. I don't know, maybe you can tell me, Warrior. I don't know if you can do like the Moorland champ twice and get like 500 XP from it, or you can only get the XP once. I haven't actually tested that yet. Alright, you leveled to 12. Nyam nyam nyam. Your banana. And 13. Here are your grapes. Thank you. I try. I come up with a ton of outfits for horses with how much tack I have, but when it comes to my clothes, not so much. Nom 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 nom. Yep. Skin the nom noms. Oh wow. So that's like 18,000 XP if you got on and did the champs all the champs every day. So that's almost like 20,000 XP you can get every day. It's crazy. Yeah, the storm's starting to hit here, and I don't want to take too much risk. Yes, I'm not hearing anything. Could be because I have big fucking headphones on my head right now. But let's get ready to start saying our goodbyes. Wow. So yeah, around 20,000 every day. I wish I had that kind of dedication. I'm good with my, like, around 14,000 every day. But I will see you guys in the next video. And say our goodbyes. Oh my god, that would have been a perfect photo. No. Yeah. There we go. But that's gonna be it for this video. Oh, random got a pick. You need to send me that on Discord when you get a chance, random. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.